Hi, this is Ruth from the Happiness Project. I wanted to talk a little bit about radical acceptance. Um, that's a book that I just posted on my Facebook page that I'm a big fan of, and I just came across it fairly recently. But it hits a lot of the main things that I do in therapy. It brings together a lot of important Buddhist concepts. And you don't have to be Buddhist to use them, but those guys are pretty smart about the mind and how it works and about happiness. So, the thing is, as I've been working in therapy for the last few years, one thing that's become a recurring theme is acceptance, allowing, letting go. But of course, how do you do this? Well, a really big part of it is you can't let go of the stuff. People want to say, oh, it's in the past, just let it go, let it be, don't hold on to it. But how? And you have to accept the experience where you're at in order to be able to do that. It's like if you're walking a staircase and you're on the fifth step, if you're in denial that you got more steps to go, you're never getting to the top. You have to accept that you're on the fifth step in order to move forward. So, what happens is people are like, well, just go past it, let it go. And that means I'm going to push it down and not think about it. That's the wrong way because when something triggers that feeling again, it's not let go, it's built up, it's adding cumulative, what we call baggage, right? So, how do you do this? Well, in order to let go of anger, you have to really notice that you feel anger. Okay, so if I'm not pushing it down, is that I notice I feel it, does that mean I'm acting out? I'm going to go punch somebody? Not so much. It's more like an inner commentary on your feelings, almost like, hey, I notice that I'm feeling anger, and then you can describe it. It's this intense. I feel it in my arms, or I feel it in my throat, or wherever you're feeling the emotion. So I'm feeling it. It's in my arms. It's really intense, um, and allowing that feeling. And then you want to send yourself some kindness around that feeling. There's something there that's hurting. There's something there that's not healed, that's not okay yet. So sending yourself a little bit of kindness, being gentle with yourself. Sometimes when we're angry, we're either angry at them or we're judging ourselves for being angry, or there's all those things are fighting against being angry. So it's being angry and then noticing this is your human experience. You're being a human, you're being a flawed person like the rest of us. And rather than fighting against it, you're going to allow, hey, this is where I'm at, and let me give myself some compassion around it. By doing that, by really affirming your worth and caring about yourself while you're having this moment of anger, allows you to just be gentler, and then from there somehow things transform. Like, okay, I'm being human, I'm angry, but I'm kind to myself about it. And from there something happens. It's like you gain more clarity. You can then move on to, well, maybe I'm angry because of this, or maybe if I can shift and look at it this way, because I see my thinking that's kind of perpetuating this anger. And now that I'm looking at it and gaining some clarity because I'm not fighting it anymore, now I can start to see how I can transform it. So that's just one example and description of how the power of radical acceptance, or just accepting yourself kindly in your experience, can help you develop a newer, better experience. So that's all I have for today, and talk to you next time. Bye.